Hey guys, I'm Joseph and I just watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Out of the Shadows. Alright guys, so overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I went in kind of nervous because I heard a lot of people saying that it was an okay movie or it wasn't really that good. And that really put me down because I am a fan, a huge fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So hearing people say early on that this movie was not good kind of bummed me out. But to my surprise, I really enjoyed this movie. Like I said, don't get me wrong, this movie is not perfect, but it's a really good movie. It's entertaining. I think there's a lot of really good parts to the movie, and overall it's a very enjoyable movie to watch, and it does what it's supposed to do. It keeps you entertained and you laugh, and there's a couple of moments and you're kind of sad, but then it builds you back up because they're the turtles. So it's pretty cool. Like I said, overall I really enjoyed the movie. Not perfect, but definitely had some serious improvements, especially from the first one we got. There are moments where the story kind of felt like it was lacking something, and we did get a whole lot more turtles in this movie. A whole lot more turtles in the movie and their involvement. But it felt like the action was lacking for the turtles. We didn't get all the action sequences that we really want from the turtles because they're ninjas, but we didn't really get to see them do much of their ninja style fighting against anyone really. So that was kind of one of the things that keeps this movie from really being an over the top awesome movie. But with that being said, like I said, there are some serious improvements in this movie. So a couple of improvements of this movie that, of course, like I said earlier, the turtles themselves look awesome. The CGI for this movie, throughout the whole movie, I think is a whole lot better, especially compared to the first one. But there's little moments in the movie, and not to spoil anything, but little moments in the movie where, like, for example, Leo is just sharpening his blade, and you see like the muscle fibers in his arm flex, and then there's I mean, the whole movie, like I said, looks really well, but there's a bunch of moments like that in particular, which is little details that really just kind of set it up. So that was awesome. I think the turtles look way better than they did in the first one. Also, I think a huge improvement was that the Foot Clan are actual ninjas this time, and not some mercenary, military-looking dudes that no one cared for. They're actually like outfitted. They look like ninjas. They got ninja style weapons, swords, all that good stuff. So it's like sweet. Actually, we're getting the actual Foot Clan ninjas, which is what they're supposed to be. So that was another thing that brought it up. Another thing we got that was cool was Shredder, who's an actual person this time. He's not a dude in a giant mechanical suit. Played by, I think, who also did a good job was Mr. Brian T, who did a good job. We don't get a whole lot of Shredder ass kicking in this thing, but we do see his involvement a whole lot. But I'm not necessarily against that because I felt like, okay, if they concentrate again on Shredder, they're just like redoing the first one. So you do see Shredder's involvement in how he is causing things to happen, but he's not the main antagonist. He's not the main thing the turtles are like specifically worried about. They're like, we'll deal with him once we deal with this kind of situation. So I was okay with that. But you also definitely get to see how where they're trying to take Shredder and how we'll see hopefully more of him in future movies. A couple things I think went really well in this movie. For one is Stephen Amell as a fantastic Casey Jones. I really liked him as Casey Jones because he gave you that not over the top attitude, but enough attitude to make you be like, it's kind of a dick. But that's funny and it worked, so I thought that was really awesome. And two characters who like really steal the show. I mean, Bebop and Rocksteady. Their scenes are hilarious and they're just fun to watch. And they're the two idiots that you can't help but really like in this movie because they're idiots. But it's hilarious the way they interact with each other. So that was fantastic. I think they did a great job with that. And I also did like Tyler Perry's character. I just felt that maybe he went a little too far or a little over the top with his whole nerd geek persona for the character. Just went a little too far or a little overboard with that character. But you can deal with. But it wasn't horrible, but it was just a little too much for me. Before I forget, the soundtrack, in my opinion, was fantastic. I mean, throughout this whole movie, you're just jamming, but it's not like the music. The reason I think it was so well was because the music keeps you entertaining, it keeps you focused on the movie, and kind of helps you, do the whole feels thing. They move in the right direction without overwhelming you or without overtaking the movie at any point. And then you're just like, yeah, I like this song. And then you're like, oh, that's awesome. Had those moments. So fantastic song choices for this movie. Alright guys, so one of the last things that I kind of had issues with is the final fight scene against Commander Krang, which kind of leaves you wanting more because it's less of an actual fight scene and more of a throwing yourself at the enemy while one of you does something else over here because we're distracting the crap out of this guy. So, like I said, I think this movie, what it's really lacking is a badass turtle fight scene where we get to see the turtles really use their skill set that they have. They're ninja turtles and stuff. Like, we don't really get to see them do some ninja style fights. We don't see them do much of, we see them fight, but we don't see them really zone in or show us that skill set that they have, that they've learned. Overall, I really enjoyed the movie. Definitely check it out. It's an awesome movie. You're gonna laugh. You're going to have a good time watching the movie. And it's definitely a step up from the last one. A huge step up from the last one. So definitely check it out. I enjoyed it. And I'm a huge fan of TMNT. And my friend who went with me, who honestly isn't a huge fan of TMNT, kind of went in there just because I kind of made him go, enjoyed it a lot. He walked out telling me how he liked it and how he wanted to learn more about the turtles. And he's like, man, I kind of want to watch some turtle stuff now. Because we both left pumped. We're like, yeah, I want more. Yes, please, more. So that right there kind of tells you how we felt about it. And just so you know that he's not super, like, he doesn't know the turtles that much. He's the one who gave me this Leo mask. But he's like, yo, I got a Raph mask for you before I saw it. And I was like, bro, it's a Leo. It's Leonardo. And he's like, oh, my bad. And I was like, I'm going to let this one go. I understand you don't know them quite as well as I do yet. But you will. So that's one way to kind of figure out, like, all right, so a fan enjoyed it, and then someone who's not a huge fan is kind of becoming a fan now because of this movie. Both enjoyed it, and we left, like I said, the movie theater pumped, and we're like, I want to see that again, and I want to see more. Alright, guys, I'm giving Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Out of the Shadows a B. A well-deserved B. Like I said, this movie is not perfect, but it has some serious improvement from the first one, but also leaves you open to more improvement. We could see little things that they could fix just to make it like a movie. But like I said, it's a very awesome movie. You're gonna laugh. There's moments when I was like, don't do that. That's just so mean. Like, damn. But then you're dying of laughter, and then you're like, kick that ass. And so it's a really good movie overall. Very enjoyable, entertaining. It's a fun movie to watch. And I hope we get another one. I hope we get another movie because, like I said, this movie is fantastic. Very much enjoyed it. I'm pushing for a third one. Hopefully it comes out. Alright, guys. So if you saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Out of the Shadows this weekend, let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts and what you liked and didn't like from the movie. And are you hoping for some more TMNT awesomeness, or are you kind of set or done with the series? So let me know all your awesomeness, all your thoughts down below in the comment section, please. Alright, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you want to see more, you're going to want to click right here for me. And as always, it's a pleasure.